Right? You're not gonna get to the places that you want to get to if you can't create or cultivate your own voice. Now, your life experience will help you cultivate your voice. The things that the things you read, the things that you indulge, the things that your parents may have instilled in you from a kid, maybe your principles, the foundations of your voice. But overall, your voice has to come from somewhere that you deem as acceptable. Right? So maybe the foundations that your parents give you were great within their household. Maybe the things that you learned at school were great for the college that you went to or the environment that you're around. But now that you're in real life, do those same experiences, those same foundational principles from other people that were instilled in you still work in your life in real time? Right? And do you feel that they are justified to be upheld? Because if you don't feel like they should be upheld, then you shouldn't upkeep them. Like, a lot of us go through trauma from our childhood, instilled into us from our parents, that was instilled inside of them from their parents. Generational curse, maybe. Right? That we always struggle with up until our adulthood. Right? So you have to get a grip on your inner voice to understand, where do I sit in this world? How do I want to operate from a standpoint of that I deem acceptable, that I won't have any regrets when I go in the dirt? It's all about you to a degree. In the video that was posted yesterday, we spoke about how you are the lead, you are the head, you are the one who sets the direction to follow simply because you're taking ordinance from God, right? So are the things that you're going through and the way that you go through them and the experiences that you deem worthy of going through, do they give you the foundations that your inner voice can stand on and say, yes, this is what I want to be and this is who I want to be in this world? Because no one should be able to dictate that for you. No one should be able to tell you, like, hey, that you're doing something wrong. Hey, you're not doing that. Listen, when it comes to outer voices, like I said before, you should only keep one, maybe two people in your corner that are genuinely giving you regulation. So they're observing what you're doing in your life and then give you a genuine standpoint with zero bias. And there'll be a little bias always, but with the best of their ability, zero bias, to then get you to a better outcome than you can see, because sometimes we need an observer to give us the real truth. In real time, is your voice leading you and allowing you to be who you truly are? Are you being the person that you feel worthy of being? And if the answer is no, then you need to shatter who you think you are right now. Shatter it. Throw it in the garbage. Take all of the shit that you may think about yourself because of the people in your life, because of the experiences that you've gone through, because of your parents, because of your friends, because of past relationships, and throw it in the garbage. You will ruin yourself if you do not shatter this past understanding of who you are. This life is not something where you should go through thinking that everyone who casts judgment on you is giving you the real, and you should accept that for face value. No, throw it out. Fuck that. Literally. You have to get to a space where you're saying fuck that to everything and everybody. And you shouldn't live a life that doesn't go up to your standards. And if you have no basis to which you want to judge your life on, then create one. Like, if you want luxury in your life, you need to go do luxurious things. Go be around luxury. Go study luxury. Go study old money. Go study all of the things that bring that life into fruition for you. Because the life that you were given is almost like an empty canvas. When you came into this world, you didn't know shit. When you started to learn things and pick up things, it wasn't because you wanted to, it's because that was what was around you. So if you came from poverty, you came from a low life of living, right? Maybe your parents worked a minimum wage job, did the best of their ability or the best of their knowledge to give you a better standpoint. Sure, yes, maybe it gave you a better standpoint in life compared to where they were. But is it hitting the standard that you desire for your entire life? No. So, therefore, you take what they gave you, amplify it by getting more knowledge, going around and experiencing things, and then cultivating the life that you want. Don't get into a space where you think like, yo, just because your parents didn't do it, that you can't do it. Just because your friends don't do it, you can't do it. Just because your most favorite influencer isn't doing it, doesn't mean you can't do it. Man, fuck them. Fuck all of them. They're living a life just like how you are. Right? And as simple as their life may be, they've made the choice to say, yes, this is the life I deem as acceptable, and this is what I want to do with my life. So why the fuck are you following them? Right? To a degree, you should hear this video, hear other videos, understand what people are saying, put it in perspective, and implement what you deem as worthy to sit in your life. If this video doesn't speak to you, then click off of it. And this is the issue with you. You allow people to give you what they deem as necessary in your life. Bro, you create what's necessary in your life. You do what's good for you. You do what's best for you and your family. The fuck? And just like the luxury analogy, whatever you want in this world, you must put it together. This is not a thing where you must bow down to the circumstances that dig your ass out every single day, and you're complaining because you don't have the fucking pause. You don't have the fucking the willpower to muster up and get through all of the hardships of life. Fuck that. You don't need to bow down. Don't act like you're some slave to life, right? You need, and this is where they talk about like you need to punch life, and you need to get over all of the things that that punch you and put you down and lay you flat out. Bro, you get up and fight, and that's exactly what fighting is. Fighting is going to go experience new things. Fighting is going to go speak to new people. Sometimes I just like to go out in the world and have conversation with people, because you don't know the life that they lived, and you don't know how they can impart a little wisdom or a little knowledge onto you in the struggle that you may be going through. Listen, we're all going through this life, right? And learning and gathering information. So if you go out and you meet somebody that can even give you maybe a minute of knowledge, maybe 2 seconds, a little 2 cents of what they've gone through, it may help you in the struggles that you're going through, right? But the only way that you're going to be able to open yourself up enough to accept that information is by having your own inner voice to know that you are able to do that. This is not something that you need to go bring across to your mom and say, hey mom, do you think this is... Fuck. How old are you? Right? So you got to let go of your childish tendencies, because the more that you get out into the world, the more you realize that a lot of the world is they're just grown ass babies, yo. They're grown children. That's it. People haven't gotten over their emotional traumas. People haven't gotten over their egos. People haven't gotten over their parental issues. People haven't gone over the last relationship they've been through. People haven't gotten through a lot of shit, bro. And they'll project it onto you. And if you don't have that inner voice to guide you and get you through all the bullshit like a GPS, bro, you're going to get lost in the sauce. You might talk to somebody that hurt your feelings, and then that'll fuck up your whole week, right? You might have a great idea and then run it across the wrong person, and just because they told you it wasn't worthy and you heard that shit when you were a child from your parents, you then deem it as not worthy. It's a lot of backed up shit everybody has, bro. And if you don't go through that bag to dig it out and make sure that, yo, everything is good and my conscience is clear and I don't have to worry about the shadow of people around me, bro, you'll be stuck forever. So fight it, bro. And find that inner voice. That inner voice is your savior, bro. Pray. Ask God to give you discernment. Ask for, you don't ask for what you want, but you ask for the experiences that will help build that person or build that outcome. Because realistically, you want to go through all of the experiences that bring you to the place that you want to be. You don't just want to be in that place. You don't just want the money. You just don't want the car. You just don't want the girl. You have to go through development. So if you want a lady in your life, and this is a little bit into the manifestation piece, and we'll talk about this deeper, I promise, in upcoming videos soon. But if you want certain things, it's not that you pray or meditate about how you can get that one thing and make it poof out of nowhere. No, it's how can I become the individual that attracts that said thing. So if you want a great woman or a great wife in your life, it's not, oh, God bless me with a wife. No, it's God give me and strengthen me to be a husband worthy of the wife that I'm asking for. That's literally what you have to do. Ask to be made, ask to be broken and rebuilt. And the only way you can even acknowledge the green flags of any of the things I'm talking about is if you have an inner voice that you have cultivated yourself, that you have pulled and extracted information from everybody who's in your life to give you help to then mold something that you then can say, yes, that is me. That voice is me. That direction is me. That lane that I'm going down is me. Right, and I'll give you a little bit into my life. Bro, there are decisions that I wish I could have gone back and chose what I truly desired. Because what I truly desired is not what actually happened because I took advice from people that have substantial pull or influence on my decisions. It's just true. And you have to, the earlier you understand this one thing, the further you will get in life, and also in the acceptance that you are who you say you are. You have no regrets, right? If you want to go through life regretting and worrying and hoping that your circumstances changes, or maybe you want to go do this thing that your family has never done before, right? That means you have to be able to do that by yourself. Pave the way. Be the icebreaker, because along the way, you're going to have hurdles from people that you hold in high places and take influence from that will then make that decision for you based on their own biases from their experiences of life. So if you're doing something that you've never done before or that your family has never done before, how could you ever expect them to give you any sort of good influence if they've never done it themselves? They don't even understand what it takes to get through it. So why take advice from that? No, so you have to dial back, sit back, understand yourself, put it all on a board, right? Vision board. We'll understand that a little later. Put all of that out and then figure out, is this the voice that I deem as worthy when I'm on my deathbed that has led me to this very point and exhausted all of the options and the opportunities that have came to me in this lifetime? It's just true. Is it? Or is it not? And that's the real question for you. Holla. Boy, Mr. Brown.